Hey everyone, it's Tiffany Lanier. Welcome to Live with Tiffany. In this series that I'm doing for you to have your best year in 2015 ever, you know, it's so important for us to do that inner work that I talked about in the previous video. But in order to have an awesome year, an awesome life, it's so important to practice the art of gratitude. Not just in the times that are completely awesome and amazing, but also during the hardship. Because if you can overcome the hardship, the pain, and the struggle, it really does create a world of wealth for you to be more empowered, for you to learn from those mistakes or those things that occurred, and you come out like a victor. And so I want to talk about my year, 2014, a little bit and go over some of the amazing highlights, even though this year has been really up and down. But I look back and I think of all the cool things that I was able to do and accomplish. And even with the ups and downs, I am completely grateful for everything that 2014 gave me. And so looking forward to what 2015 has in store. And so when I think about 2014, I started off the year super pumped and excited because I was going into a new phase of my business. I knew I was going to be launching the coaching aspect of my online business, and that didn't happen for a couple of months, but I did. I ended up launching my online coaching business this year. I had an ebook that I released called Just Live, which you can download right below this video if you're interested in checking that out. Another great experience I had earlier this year was being in Ignite Denver. Ignite is kind of like TEDx Talks. It's also a national organization that puts on talks all over the country. And it was a unique experience because you only have 5 minutes to present. You have 5 minutes and 20 slides. I had no idea if I was truly going to be capable of doing this because I can talk forever, as you probably can tell. But it was such a huge accomplishment for me, not only to be able to present at Ignite, but also accomplish their 5 minute, 20 slide rule. And it was the first time that I got to speak in front of a really large group since college. And it really kind of jumped off my speaking career this year. And so that was a really, really neat experience. I'll have video if you want to check that out below as well. What else did I do? I did some really cool traveling. I feel like I went everywhere because we took some really epic road trips throughout the year. I drove from Florida back to Denver, and we stopped in Atlanta and Nashville and St. Louis and Kansas City and came back. We went to California, and that was really neat, going back home because I'm originally from Los Angeles, in case you didn't know. But we drove up the coast from LA all the way to San Francisco and made that like a week-long trip. That was good times. I think really, if I go back in time and think about that trip, it really needed to be 2 weeks in travel length because there's just so much to see when you're driving up the coast of California. But to be able to experience California like I never have before, because really I've only been in the LA and San Diego, like Southern California area, so to drive up the coast and just see all the beauty that California has to offer and end up in San Francisco was really, really amazing. I went to Las Vegas this year and Austin and hung out with amazing entrepreneurs and just visionaries that are just doing crazy things and impacting the world. And so that was an experience for me. It's just been a whirlwind. Before I forget, I was even nominated for People's Magazine, the Real Beauty Contest in her 20s. And I'll have to show you up close in a second, but that's me right here in People Magazine, which is just surreal to think that I got into a magazine this year. Although I didn't win, which is okay, I didn't win. I was nominated, and that whole experience was really cool and unique. and to be considered a Real Beauty and People magazine was truly an honor. Another amazing highlight is that I'm expecting my first child, so I found out that I'm going to be having a baby.
Yes. You guys are having a little girl.
We're having a girl.
You're having a girl. Those are the girly parts.
And when I think of all these times throughout the year that just were filled with awesome, amazing memories and experiences, I can't help but be truly grateful for everything that I was able to do and accomplish. Although, like I mentioned earlier, there were some downtimes that didn't seem or feel nearly as cool and neat. You know, over the last few months, I've had to experience some complications with my pregnancy and was diagnosed as a high risk and went through so many doctor's appointments and high-risk specialists and even had to have a surgical procedure. And though that time was really scary and I wasn't sure what the outcome was going to be, I tried to really remain positive because it is so important to be grateful for all of those moments. We're not guaranteed tomorrow, we're not guaranteed really anything. And so practicing gratitude and just taking on every moment, every experience as it comes, and just appreciating getting through it is a blessing in itself. And so now I can say that we are pretty much out of the woods, I'm hoping, and everything is looking really good for both myself and the baby. But just taking some time back, you know, as we wrap up this year, it's amazing to see what you can accomplish in 1 year's time, and being grateful for the process every step of the way just makes it so much better. So my advice for 2015 to make this a truly awesome year is, from the very beginning, practice that gratitude. The attitude of gratitude will take you truly far, and I know that this is how you'll begin to have an awesome, amazing life, let alone an amazing 2015. So if this message aligned with you in any way, please make sure you share and subscribe to this channel. I look forward to seeing you in future videos, and this series is not done yet, so look forward to a few more of this series, Your Best Year Ever for 2015. I'll see you guys in the next video. Winter enrollment for Ignite Your Vision is opening up. Learn how to monetize your brilliance and expand your business online at igniteyourvision.net.